Right now, you're standing on a planet spinning faster than a jet. But if that motion suddenly stopped, you wouldn't just fall, you'd be thrown across the Earth.
Right now, far above you in space, the Earth is spinning silently, faster than you could ever imagine, carrying everything you know along with it. At this very moment, you don't feel it, you don't notice it, but you are moving through space at incredible speed without even realizing it. But what if, without warning, that motion suddenly stopped, completely and instantly, with no time to react? In a single second, everything around you would change in ways almost impossible to imagine. Because the moment Earth stops spinning, everything on its surface keeps moving at the same speed. That means you, the buildings, the cars, even the oceans would be thrown violently across the planet. The force would be unstoppable, faster than any storm, stronger than anything humanity has ever faced. Cities would collapse in seconds, structures torn apart as if they were nothing. Glass would shatter, metal would bend, and entire skylines would fall without warning. And for most people, there would be no chance to escape what comes next. But the destruction wouldn't end there, because the oceans would keep moving long after the land stops. Massive walls of water would rise across the horizon, swallowing everything in their path. Entire coastlines would disappear beneath waves taller than anything ever recorded. Countries would vanish underwater, leaving behind nothing but chaos. The planet itself would begin to reshape in ways no one could control. And then comes something even more terrifying, something that changes the balance of the entire world. Without rotation, one side of Earth would face the sun forever, while the other is locked in endless darkness. On one side, temperatures would rise beyond survival, turning land into burning wastelands. On the other side, everything would freeze, colder than the harshest environments on Earth. Life as we know it would begin to disappear from both extremes. But somewhere between those two extremes, a narrow region might still remain, a thin line across the planet where temperatures are just right for survival. Not comfortable, not safe, but just enough to stay alive. If anyone survived the initial chaos, this is where they would have to go, a place where day and night meet in a world that no longer moves. But even there, survival would not be easy because the environment would never be stable again. Winds would continue to move unpredictably, driven by extreme temperature differences. The sky would look unfamiliar, the patterns of weather completely broken. Nothing would feel normal, and nothing would ever return to how it once was. The Earth would no longer be the home humanity once knew. Time itself would feel different. Even though it continues, the world around you would feel frozen in place. Days would no longer pass in the same way, and nights would not come as expected. Everything you once relied on would stop making sense. Technology would fail, systems would collapse, and communication would disappear. Survival would depend only on instinct and adaptation. Those who remain would have to rebuild everything from nothing. No cities, no comfort, no modern life, just the basic need to survive. Food would become scarce, resources limited, and every decision would matter. Every step could be the difference between survival and the end. And yet, even in this broken world, life might still continue. Humans have always adapted, even in the harshest conditions. And perhaps in that narrow line between heat and cold, a new way of life could begin. Not the world we know, but something entirely different. A world shaped by survival, not comfort. A world where every moment matters more than ever before. But the question remains, would humanity truly survive something like this? Or would this be the moment that ends everything we've ever built? Because when the Earth stops spinning, it doesn't just change the planet, it changes the future of every living thing on it. And once it happens, there is no going back, no second chances, no way to reverse it, no way to fix what's been broken. The world would move forward, but in a completely different direction, a direction no one could have ever prepared for. And in that moment, survival becomes the only thing that matters. Everything else fades away. So if Earth ever stopped spinning, the real question isn't how it happens. The real question is what happens next. Who survives and how long they can hold on in a world that no longer works. Because in the end, it's not just about the planet. It's about whether we could survive the moment everything changes.